Welcome back, everybody. He is the Tony and Emmy award-winning actor you know as the host of The Late Late Show on CBS. Please welcome to A Late Show, James Corden. Hello, James Corden.
How are you? Are you well?
Yeah, knock wood. Knock
Yeah.
wood. I'm physically well. Mentally,
Yes.
obviously, the squirrel cage isn't doing all that well. How are you?
Same. Exactly the same.
Yes.
You know, it's a strange time.
So what's it like doing your show right now? First of all, who's your crew? Because as you know, my lovely wife, Evie,
Yes.
is my crew right here. And I would ask her to come on camera, but she's more attractive than I am, and I don't want to
Well,
lower expectations for me.
I'm on my own in my garage.
No, there's no one in there but you?
No, I'm completely on my own. I'll show you now if you want. Oh, I can't. This is all wired in. But I'm just, this is it. There's my garage door is there. The other side of there's a curtain here with a fridge freezer, which is covered in so many blankets.
Because the coil is humming?
Because the noise. So if anybody ever needs to get something out of the fridge freezer, it's immediately, you have to ask yourself, do we really need it? Or would it be quicker to go to the store and buy whatever it is to take all of these blankets off and put them back on? That's where we're at right now, yeah. But I'm on my own, and then there's, people on Zooms and...
Sure. Someone is watching you, like your staff and your control room is watching you on Zoom right now?
Yeah, I don't know if they're watching right now, but they'll be watching
They're
shortly.
right here. Mine are right here, just talking to me. Yeah.
So when we do our show, they'll be over there, yeah.
All right.
It's fun, isn't it?
Well, I like a challenge. It's always great. I mean, these shows, as you know, even in the best of times, it's a little bit like riding a flaming toboggan down a hill blindfolded because they go so fast you don't know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
At least this give us an overt excuse for having a chaotic day.
Yes. Well, also it gives you a good excuse for the show not being brilliant.
Yeah, if that ever happens, I'm going to use that excuse, Jim.
Well, I hope it never does. But like for us, it really gives you a great reason where, sometimes you'll have a really good show and then 2 nights after that you might not. And sometimes, I don't know about you, but might beat myself up about that on my journey home where I'll think, I didn't really do that properly.
The worst thing that could happen is have a bad show your last show of the week.
Yes.
Because then you have the entire weekend to go, why do I? It's I'm a fraud.
Who do I think I am?
Can you do carpool karaoke right now? Could you? What?
No,
I don't
think so.
Yeah.
We've not really explored the notion of doing it during this sort of moment of quarantine and shelter in place and lockdown. I don't know which of those 3 to call it. I navigate between the 3 of lockdown, quarantine, shelter in place.
Right.
In either of those, we haven't really explored the notion of trying to do carpool karaoke because I don't see how we would do it.
How about a limo where you're driving in front and they're behind you with that partition up?
I just worry that would really take away from the intimacy of it. But also, I've got to question the artist that would do that. and how far down the list do we get before that's what we're doing,
How about this? What about Daft Punk? They already have their own helmets. They've got their own. It's like they're wearing scuba equipment the entire time.
They're completely, yes, that is a great device for not contracting coronavirus, but then it would, I don't know if the chat would be that great.
They don't talk.
That's it.
I've interviewed them before. They don't talk.
It's a tough interview, that one.
I got one more suggestion for you, and that is, since outdoors is better, why not a motorcycle with a sidecar?
I think the sound might be an issue. I don't know. I really will look.
These are $1 million ideas. These are $1 million. I'm giving you these for free.
But
Jimmy.
How long do you think, Steve? How long do you think you're going to be doing your show in this manner? Have you? Because I don't know.
I think I can make it to the end of the week. I'm not sure, but I think I can make it to the end of the week.
All bets are off.
It depends on how dark the news gets out there, because I don't know if you've noticed, but the national conversation has gotten a little grim.
Yeah, it's
out
tough.
there.
It's tough. It really is. Yeah.
And while you always talk about like the national conversation and the news of the day, you don't shy away from that. It's not your show is less focused on that than mine is. What's this been like for you to like steer into what basically the two major conversations now being about race relations or the police abuse of black population and this massive, deadly pandemic?
Yeah, it's a challenge. I mean, we always try, or we know in the regular sort of iteration of our show, we always think what we'd like to do is try to make a big sort of joyful variety show every night. And then over the last few years, of course, with everything that's happened and this new administration, we've pivoted slightly to thinking, well, we have to. You want to talk about what people are talking about, so we talk about Trump or whatever. I mean, the strangest thing is, like, I grew up in a small town about an hour outside of London, and in the United Kingdom, late night TV shows aren't on TV. We don't have late night hosts every night of the week. We have like talk show hosts like Graham Norton's show or
Sure.
Michael Parkinson's show, but never this sort of world of late night that we're talking about. So when I took this job, my frame of reference was like David Letterman covering himself in Rice Krispies and being lowered into a giant bowl of milk,
Sure.
or stupid pet tricks, or like lip sync battles or whatever. And I was like, I think I could do this. And now we're in my garage talking about the impacts of a global pandemic and racial injustice in America. And so ever since I started the show, I've always been very kind of, I've felt very grateful to be following your show, which we've talked about before. I feel very, very grateful to follow your show, because I think you have an incredible insight and mouthpiece that I believe America looks to in this time. They look to the adult in the room. And so what I've realized is what I can do in this time is I can go, I have no idea what this is or what this means, but why don't we educate ourselves a bit more about this? And if anything, the greatest thing to come out of this past few months is I've really enjoyed being open to the notion of thinking, well, I'm on a quest of education here. So some of the interviews we've done over the past few weeks or months, I've really taken things away from. We're all having conversations with our children that are different and more insightful. And I really feel quite comfortable now talking about these things, knowing that I'm quite open to our audience to go, I've lived in America for 5 years and I've taken a vow of stupidity, but I'm in it to learn and I want to learn more about it. And that has given us a really great sort of jumping off point, really.
James, you know the drill. We got to take a little bit of a break, but stick around, everybody. We'll be right back with more Mr. James Corden.